What it is, big dog? It's your boy, actor and comedian Clean Ryheem, and you are tuned in with the Lyrical Coffee House with my big dog Teasers.
Welcome to the Lyrical Coffee House. I'm your host, Thomas Terrell Jr., better known as Teaser. Man, today we got a fun-filled show. I got some special guests with me. Hopefully you laugh. Hopefully you leave inspired. My first guest, man, this man is nothing he's not doing. He do plays. He's an actor, comedian, radio host personality on 96.3 with Anthony Brown on Sundays. Movie actor, commercial, a father, great husband, great father too. Good friend, and I'm happy to call my brother. I need y'all to give it up right now for Ryheem Johnson.
What up, big dog?
What's going on? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling great, man. Thank you for having me at the coffee house where there is no coffee.
Where there is no coffee, but we are serving caffeine inspiration.
I like how you did that right there.
Yeah. You gotta be good with wordplay.
I feel you. Nah, for real, man. Thank you for having me on here, man. I've been appreciating you. You know what I'm saying? You've out here doing your thing, creating your own lane and everything. So happy to be a part.
And we both doing the same thing, man. Wanted to have you on the show today, man. So the people who been living up on a rock, I don't know where they been living if they don't know who you are. Get a chance to get to know you, man. Not the way I know you, cause we ain't gonna get too personal. We ain't gonna do all that.
Yeah, mind your business.
This ain't Wendy Williams. But I do want to know how you doing. Right. But I just want to dive straight into it. What made you want to get into the whole entertainment business?
Entertainment in general?
Entertainment in general. How did it start? What age did you say, hey, this is something that I want to do? What inspired you? Like, I want to do that thing right there.
Man, that's hilarious that you asked that. So, I don't know if y'all remember. I don't know if your grandma or anyone in your family used to order from them books back in the day. You remember Spiegel? You remember Finger Hut?
Yeah, Finger
all them books and stuff like that. So my grandma
still owe money.
Still owe money. I mean, you can get anything with 5 easy payments. All right. So look. So like my grandmother was an avid shopper with like Spiegel and all these other catalogs, and they would be wearing clothes. And one day I said something about somebody wearing the clothes, right? Because I noticed that this same woman was in multiple pictures throughout the magazine, and she was saying, "No, these are models." She said they're models and they get paid to do this. Now you could do that because you look good in your clothes and da 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 da. And from that conversation, I just always thought of myself being in the books because that's what my grandmother was always hyped to see in the mail. So I'm like, oh man, my grandma gonna be hyped to see me in the mail one day. You know what I mean? So I got the idea from modeling just from that, and then acting, like that's just like something I feel like a lot of people just think about, fantasize about. You know, you see a good movie and you wonder how did Denzel do that? You know what I mean? So it was just being inspired from like what people in my family liked, and I wanted to be the liked person. So I kind of just embedded that. And then when I got in college, I started modeling like my sophomore year. I even started doing some acting stuff my sophomore year too. But I think I did a fashion show in Philadelphia, and then I got recruited to do some stuff, and then I ended up doing New York Fashion Week maybe like 4 times. I even proposed to my wife at New York Fashion Week right after a show, and that was like really dope.
Big, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to impress somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, man, it's just always been something that I like to do. I used to like dancing in front of my family members when they would come over and try to put on a show and stuff like that. So I just been a clown all my life, and then after a while, I found out you can get paid to do it.
This is a good transition. You said you love to dance and you love to take your shirt off basically and take pictures.
If that's what you got from that.
Did I process that?
I don't know if you did that right or not.
But I want to go to, because you also do stage plays. That's where I don't even know that transaction goes.
I don't know. You forcing that one.
It's gonna work for today, right? You also do stage plays, man. You invited me out to do a stage play. I got a chance to see you play Our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jesus was that cut the way that you are, or that oily.
Or that oily,
yeah,
okay.
He was oily that day.
I was oiled up, okay.
But So speak on you doing the whole stage plays things. Before we get into that stage play, how did modeling and dancing turning and acting, because acting is different from stage plays.
Right.
How does that turn into I want to do stage plays as well?
Honestly, it was actually just presented to me as an idea, and I've always been so open-minded to doing things entertainment, or all things entertainment. So someone asked me about doing a play or doing like creating a scenario, and I was open to it, and it was just fun. When you're on stage doing comedy, the crowd tells you so much about yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not that good, because the crowd told you. If you're doing good, because the crowd told you. Mm-hmm. So just from doing that very first play, I got a great response from the crowd, even after the church service that day. You know what I mean? Like, oh, how long you been doing it? It's like, oh, that was the first time I did that. Oh, you're a natural. And people, we just naturally gravitate to things that we're good at. So it was just no brainer.
Did your first play, was your shirt off at that church too?
No, but the buttons were open. It's like, no, I'm playing. No, it wasn't.
No, I'm saying, because I was trying to figure out, if you're a natural, because people in church, they tell you stuff. They be like, sing it. And
sing? Right.
That person can't really sing. So I was wondering, were they more into the acting, or were they into the physique of the character?
No. See, it's a difference. It's a difference when church people tell you good, and they mean you're not, because it comes in the form of encouragement. You know what I mean? When you sing in that church and they say, take your time, baby, they're trying to coach you into doing it better. You know what I'm saying? Keep working at it, baby. Keep going. You're going to be good. No. I was getting compliments. So.
But let them use you, mean you got to do it for free.
Let them use you, yeah.
Let them use you.
That
Usually
means
they want you to do it for free.
That means there's no offering.
Let them use you. You're not getting nothing.
That means anything extra after this point is on the house. That's your warning to stop. Let him use you, okay? Because after that, it ain't us using you. That's him. You can't blame this one on me.
It's free. If y'all want to know this play that I'm talking about, every year, First Baptist Church of Glen Island throws a awesome Christmas play live.
Absolutely. It's called Some Way, Somehow every Christmas. And then the Easter production is called Glory to Glory.
Which the baby played Baby Jesus.
Yeah, it's crazy. Both of my sons have been Baby Jesus.
So it's just righteousness through plays. Running all through this blood.
Right, ain't it crazy? Both of my sons have played Baby Jesus, and then I played the role of Jesus. That's crazy.
All right.
Yeah, but no, it's definitely something that's I think that's that the family pursues. Because Dad does it. Everybody's gonna start doing it at some point. So.
That's good. We're going to go back into your career, but I want to talk about you being a dad. Because that's most important in today's world.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of actors, a lot of comedians, not good ones. You a good one.
Hey, you a good one. We got two good ones for sure. Okay, you got two.
But, man, seeing how you raise your kids, What legacy do you want to leave with your kids as seeing you raise your children?
Man, that's a good question. I honestly don't even know if I've been asked that question. But so me, I wasn't raised by my father. You know what I mean? My father was around, of course, but I was raised by my grandmom and my grandfather. So just as a dad, I want my kids to always know that Dad was there. Dad was like, if they needed something, I always want to be the first one they think about. You know what I'm saying? So even as both of them being kids, my kids know when they hungry, they will come to me. Dad, I'm hungry. Whereas I feel like in a lot of homes, I feel like mom is the primary when you want something. You know what I mean? But my kids know they can come to me or mom. You know what I'm saying? I always want to stand out as a provider. I always want my kids to have security with me. And then at the same time, I want to be fun. You know what I'm saying? But as a dad, especially a black dad, we got to balance that space between being a disciplinarian, head of the household, letting you can't be out here looking crazy, sounding crazy, and
make me look crazy.
Or make me look crazy, okay? I got me on the radio every Sunday with Anthony Brown, my big brother, and then you go to school and say what? You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's it's just balancing those things, you know what I mean? And as men, we all have a image that we have to uphold in the community. You know what I mean? You know, you tease us. You know what I mean? Your daughter not gonna go do nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know. So yeah, I just always want to be that dad. That's all.
Want to dig deep. Like I said, we're gonna talk about your career, but I want to dig into who you are as the man, Ryheem. So, speaking on having kids, what do you think is the hardest part of being a father in today's world?
The hardest part is like the fact that you don't have any control of how other kids are raised. You know what I'm saying? Because like you can create this protective shell over your kids in your own home, but when they go outside of your home, you don't have any hand on anything. You can't control what they consume. You can't control any environment that they are placed in while they're in school. If something go on, you can't control anybody else's mouth when your kid is around while you're not there. So I think just trying to instill certain things in kids while they're young can be tough because of the pressures that go on that you don't see. You know what I'm saying? So like my kid, my son goes, my oldest son goes to a private school and he wears uniform. You know what I'm saying? But he's also in a space right now where, you know, being fly could be a thing. This right here is where it starts. You know what I mean? In these younger years. So like just subconsciously, I want to make sure when he go to high school, he don't get teased because of like, you know, he's not really into fashion. You know what I'm saying? It's like little things like that because we know how other people think. And we don't want to set them up. So it's like you just can't control
those things. Yeah,
you can't control everything.
Yeah, these kids now, they weird though.
I know.
They not. You think that they trying to be fly, but then you see them now. Everybody just got Crocs on.
Everybody, and they're not even comfortable. You ever been into a Croc store? The actual Croc store, not a place where they sell Crocs. Actual Crocs. It smelled like a rubber factory. It smelled like they got dishwashing gloves in the back.
It be jam-packed too.
Jam-packed too. Everybody putting these little ugly rubber things on.
So what to get into? So that's Ryheem the dad. I want to get into Ryheem the husband.
Okay.
Of 7 years, or it's coming up on 7 years?
Coming up on 7 years, 9/17. Okay, 9/17 gonna be 7 years with my beautiful wife, Miss Brianna. Okay, so yeah, so coming up next week, week after actually, you know, we're gonna be 7 years in, and I met my wife when I was in 6th grade, but she didn't meet me until we were grown because my wife was extremely popular and I was a nerd. So I knew her, but she was like, "Ooh, boy," you know what I mean? I was that kid, you know what I mean? I just happened to be athletic, so like I knew cool kids because we played sports together, but I ain't have no girlfriend.
It's the shirt off, y'all.
It's
the shirt off.
That's why the shirt had to come off. I had to do the push-ups, teasers.
The shirt off been getting hit through a lot of doors.
Oh my goodness, the doors had been opened as soon as I did the push-up, okay? The doors just opened. And it's not a lie, okay? We live in a very materialistic world, superficial world, and so I had to do the push-ups, teasers. You got me.
A lot of y'all can't get what y'all trying to be because the shirt on. See, there's a lot of big backs going on.
I knew you was going. You leave your backs alone, okay? You can have whatever back you want.
Women keep your shirt on. Okay. But I'm told
see, that's why y'all love teasers. He gonna say whatever he was gonna say.
The big back community is gonna attack me in the comments, but
y'all should, okay?
But
unleash everything in the comments.
But so your wife's older than you.
Yeah, by a year. By a year.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, it's the same thing. I call her a cougar all the time.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with
Ain't nothing wrong
with the older woman.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
The one gonna put slip on.
Yeah,
ain't nothing wrong with a little slip.
They ain't never caught no draft, okay?
Ain't no wrong with a little slip.
Ain't no draft, okay?
No, a little classiness going on.
See, cross your legs when you sit down.
So you get your wife, she didn't recognize you as a kid. Was it like a Jerry Springer moment? Like, look at me now. Like,
no.
You didn't see me when I was, you know, like.
No, it wasn't even close. It's even crazier because the whole time, my wife was following me on Facebook. We were following each other on Facebook since we were in high school. But again, my wife didn't know who I was. Fast forward years and years and years into the future when we're together, or right before we were together, she was liking my modeling pictures. I had this advertisement with Calvin Klein that was posted in Huff International, right? I had that on my Facebook and stuff like that. She liking it and stuff like that. Everything from that spread, she was liking it, right? So when I see her in person, I'm like, yeah, it's me. I see her in Ocean City. I have nothing on but swim trunks and a bucket hat.
What?
I'm like,
what?
You
what is the key?
me.
With what?
Shirt off.
I'm telling you.
But listen, she didn't even recognize me. So I hit her up, and then fast forward months ahead, the whole time she was liking my pictures, she thought I was her cousin named Ryheem Johnson. She has a cousin. I have not even met the guy. She has a cousin with the same name as me. She thinking Lil Ryheem that she hadn't seen in years and years. Then grew up, became a man, muscles, and doing modeling.
She ain't from West Virginia, is she?
No.
Oh, okay, all right. You know West Virginia.
No. We did all our homework. We did everything. We talked to our grandmamas together, okay? It is not... I repeat, this is not a West Virginia, Alabama situation. See, look, I know how to handle teasers, okay? I know where he going before he get all the way there, okay? She ain't from West Virginia, is she? No.
Hey, with comedy, right? Mm-hmm. Like, what challenges you? Was it just because I know you to be naturally funny, like so? What challenged you to just do clean comedy?
Well, that's the thing. I've never been challenged doing clean comedy because, like, clean comedy is just literally me being me. You know, like, I don't curse in real life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't even stump my toe and say it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I just don't naturally curse. And not that I never have. You know, I also attribute that to my wife. My wife is just one of those. My wife is just such a nice person and just, she is very demure. Okay? She is mindful. She is demure. Okay? And, like, in all the ways. So, like, it just felt weird cursing in front of her when we first started dating, and then I never cursed again. You know what I mean? So when it comes to clean comedy, man, when I'm talking, man, it's just like here. The only issue I ever had with comedy is staying within my time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like getting to the punchlines. But other than that, like clean comedy, I don't even like when people are like, you know, what's the word? Secular comedians. Yeah. And then they try to come over. Yeah. To Christian comedy, because all you're doing is trying to like take out those words. You know what I mean? When really that's not what that joke was for. Yeah. So I don't know. That's just that's just who we are. You know what I mean? As clean comedians, we talking about our life.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, you don't cuss. I don't cuss on stage.
On stage.
Yeah, I'm just a realist, you know.
That's it.
Sometimes
and that's the
I
point.
hit my toe and, you know,
and it came out.
It comes out.
It is.
And it makes the healing feel better once it come out. Or like when I'm, you know, I'm in traffic.
Right, I understand.
That's another.
And what happens with you and your
getting over feeling a little better.
Exactly. Cussing is like digging up your nose. You know what I mean? It's good in your own time.
You know, my grandmother, she was part of our cussing ministry.
Oh, I heard about them.
Yeah, that's a good ministry to be in. Yeah. For when people don't want to hear it the nice way. Man. You saying grandma gonna make
But they your favorite people too, though. You can't wait to hear somebody cuss at church. You hear grandma cuss at church, that's the best Sunday.
I don't think it makes you less Christian because you cuss.
No.
You know, and this to the Christian listeners because, look, just think of it. Since we talking about Christ, right? Jesus called the Pharisees, you know, generation of snakes.
Okay.
In America, we just say you're the son of a dog.
Okay.
Yeah. We just use a different animal. Either way, it's still insulting.
It's still.
Yeah, but
it is still. It is. You know, cussing is something different to everybody.
Yeah. So just something for the people to ponder.
There you go, y'all. Hey, y'all don't get caught up dealing with him. Okay. Put whatever you thinking right now in the DM, not in the comments.
Yeah, not in the comments.
Message him directly about this.
Nah, my wife got my DM. No, don't DM me.
No, don't.
No. Then you gonna really get the cussing ministry. Yeah. But also, I want to go into. You also host on 96.3.
WHUR.
On
Today,
Sunday.
2K, and back in the day, sounds like Washington.
Did you shoot the commercial?
I definitely just did. It's just automatic reflex. It's like, no.
That's we talking about branding. It's all about branding.
It's all about branding, but yeah.
How's that experience with you doing it, man? I hear you on the radio on Sundays at 12, about 12, 15. And just to hear, to be honest with you, real moment, just to hear my brother on the radio doing this thing, living out his dream, because I know you're one of those people who believe in manifesting. Right?
Absolutely.
So when you're manifesting these things and they come into play, I know that got to be the greatest feeling. And I tell people, whatever you're trying to do, just manifest it. You get what I'm saying? And you're big on manifestation. You know, does that come from church, or does that come from like life, or where does the whole thought of manifestation come up?
Man, that's really just a relationship with God, man. A relationship, you know, that internal knowing, because, you know, even he says that he'll give us the desires of our hearts, you know what I mean? But some people just think just because you desire it, that's how it's gonna come, you know what I mean? We also have to do our part, you know what I mean? And being good people, you know, so when I start to see these things start to come into fruition, it also makes me feel like I'm getting a pat on the back from God. It's like, you know what? I see you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna let you get a little bit closer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta conquer X, Y, and Z. You gotta do X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? And you're getting a little bit closer. You know what I mean? So like, when it came to radio, first of all, like Anthony Brown, like that's my best friend.
Shout out to Anthony
You know what
Brown.
I mean? Shout out to Anthony Brown and Group Therapy. Okay, right now their single "Up, Up, Up" is #1 on the gospel Billboard charts. Okay,
It is.
Okay,
It
so
is. Up,
up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like you know, just even having that buy-in from somebody like that who just believes in you, you have no choice to be able to just believe in yourself and just, you know, go forward. So, you know, radio is just one of those things that just kind of flowed. You know what I mean? Because like, you know, just from being a personality, people are like, oh, radio personality, what does that mean? It's just like, no, you just know how to have a conversation without a bunch of people in the room.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like what we're doing. So yeah, man, I don't, you know, just right now in the space where I am right now, you know, in life, it's just about just receiving God's blessings and then making sure you bless those around you when you do it. Because God don't bless you to be able to just hoard all those blessings. You know what I mean? Because there's people that are within reach that need to hear what you got to say or be able to be touched by what you already have. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I'm just trying to stay in the wheel.
You saying ain't no such thing as trying. Either you're doing something or you ain't doing it.
Man, I appreciate it.
Speaking of up. Now, if you don't know, if you've been living up on, you didn't catch the tour, the I Got Away tour. All right. So this was the host who kept y'all entertained the whole time.
Yeah.
Came to the DMV, they had to travel all over the nation, right? And speaking of up, I see, you know, that you made a musical debut.
You know what I'm saying?
And Anthony Brown, I ain't saying it wasn't gonna go #1, but I noticed it went #1 after. My brother did the cameo rap part.
Oh man, hey, listen.
Can you talk to us about, man? Like I said, I always enjoy seeing you doing your thing, man. Can you talk to us about the whole tour and your rap feature?
Right.
On up there, I seen, and then everybody was like, I gotta go get this record.
Right.
So Anthony Brown, it's a great record, but bro did his thing on the stage.
Hey man,
That one time, Anthony. That one time.
Well, no. So that's the thing, though. That's the thing. So I think maybe we were probably like maybe 7 shows in or something like that. Maybe not even quite 7. And he said it to me as a joke. You know what I mean? Like I told you, so me and him, like, that's my brother. You know what I mean? So like we just talk, we saying whatever to each other. And he tells me one time about rapping a different song. You know what I mean? And then he had put this into, you know, the set. So I had told him one day, like, I know you don't have that song on the set, but I can rap this one. He was like, you want to rap that one? I was like, what? I used to be a rapper back in the day. Back in the day, I was in a group called Car House Click, and my name was Hustle Heem. All right. So rapping was something I thought I was going to do a long time ago anyway. So this was just my moment. We always get that one moment where you get to live something you thought about before. And that was my moment. So he blessed me with the microphone, and he was like, go ahead. I got Group Therapy's blessing. And I went out there and I was rapping. And then I did good one show. The next show I ain't do so hot because I don't have ears in. And when you on stage, the wedges reflect different than out there. So it was like a little off. But we got it together, you know what I'm saying? We regrouped, you know what I'm saying? He jumped in and said a couple words, make sure I'm on track. And it was like, you know what I mean? It was movie magic. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, you know, I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Where my sunglasses at? That was supposed to be a good. Oh yeah, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rapper now. You know what I mean? Check me out. I'm on iTunes. I'm not on iTunes.
He might be on Looney Tunes, but he's definitely not on no iTunes. Look, everybody like, let me go
see.
check it
Let
out.
me see what he got.
I knew you'd do it.
Right. You know, that's what everybody say. I knew it. I knew you could do it. No, you didn't. I still can't do it. I still can't.
But told us like the whole host, man, because like you held it down, man. Like, I'm looking at you picking with these people, man. I said, I know somebody left with an attitude.
Man.
But I'm looking at this tour, dying, laugh at you picking with these people, man. Like, so for you to be on, is this your first tour as a host?
Yeah.
Won't be your last. I guarantee you that. And plus the comedy tour we can be doing. But man, spray a little something. But man, just to see that all your dreams coming into play, and I want to end with this right here. The Stellar Music Award.
Oh man!
In this genre, the gospel genre, the Christian genre, the Stellar Music Awards is the thing. So, first of all, you hosted a show out there, which is great.
Right. That's what.
But then you were also part of the first annual. I mean, there's gonna be more after this one. The first annual comedy show.
Right.
Now, you know, church folk believe that laughing is a sin sometimes.
Oh man.
They be a little too uptight. I don't know where they got that from.
I mean, it's up and tight.
But God is a comedian.
Right.
You know, like when he told Abraham he was gonna have a son at 100 years old.
Man.
Now, fellas, he was 100.
Okay.
And he had no blue pills.
Okay.
His rod was still stretching forth.
It was.
We can keep it biblical, right? So, so walk us through you coming off tour to being able to do big events at the Stellars. Like, what is that in the mind of Ryheem? Where are you looking at yourself like, wow, have I made it? Or like, nah.
Right. Yeah. So I honestly, to even go a little step like another step back, I was actually working full time, right? You know, I had a job, decent job, you know what I mean? But like this right here is the passion, you know what I mean? And like, you know, I never desired to just spend my whole life just doing what I have to do to provide, you know what I mean? I want to do what I want to do to provide. So the tour actually provided me an opportunity to go ahead and walk away from my job. So the first week of the tour was my last week of work. No, actually the second week of tour was my last week of work. And then that's just all I did. So I put all of my energy and everything, you know, entertainment wise into the tour. And then coming right off, you know, from having this, like you just said, you know, this is a tour that was going across the country and, you know, like packed out spaces, you know what I mean? So coming right from that and then doing the Stellars, and again, you know, my big brother to help, you know, he's helping me navigate because he's been, you know, Anthony Brown has been a part of this industry for 20 years. Whereas though I'm coming from it as you know,
gospel grinder.
I'm coming from it as like a comedian and actor, you know, so like for him to make sure that he put me in front of other people who can see, you know, the talent that we have, because that's all we're ever missing. All we're ever missing is opportunity. I mean, the moment y'all give us a Netflix special, the moment y'all give us a show, a sitcom, it's over because it's just about the right people seeing this. So that's what that's where he came in. He was, you know, he put the right names with the right text messages and phone calls and making sure that people saw me and stuff like that. It set it up perfectly, and then I got the invite to do the comedy show. You know what I mean? So it definitely have had a very surreal moment in it, you know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, I just left my job in May, and in July I'm hosting an event at the Stellars. I didn't even know at that point when the Stellars even were. You know what I mean? I'm just like, just trying to get to the next joint. But nah, man, this whole thing, man. I have a film booked right now. I have first lead role in a romantic comedy, you know, that's coming up. You know, some way somehow it's coming up, and it's just I just feel like that momentum, and it's a blessing.
Well, that comes from trusting in God.
Amen.
And believing in yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
yeah,
first belief got to come within you. You get what I'm saying? Like they say, faith without works is dead. Everybody want to be an actor, but ain't nobody putting in the work.
Ain't nobody putting in the work. You ain't got no
everybody
classes.
Want to be a comedian. You ain't read no books.
You ain't been in no open mic.
You ain't nothing. Like, so it takes that work, man. I want to thank you for putting in that work and like being an example to me. Like, I like to give flowers where it's due, man. Like, I see people out here doing their thing, man, and like, I like to just commend them on what they doing, and you are definitely doing it. Like I said, beyond the things that you do, the man that you are, being a great husband. Shout out to Bree for making you a better man too.
Man, shout her out. Shout her out. Okay.
But you raise your kids, man, because black fathers are important.
Absolutely.
In today's world, man. I want to thank y'all. We're gonna take a quick commercial break because the show ain't over, but it's over with him because he got to get back to grinding. Not